So, just finished watching a clip of James Baldwin on the Dave Cavett show. And I took notes on my thoughts, and what came from it is something I am titling a dialogue, a monologue, a speech of sorts that I am titling, Where Are We Safe? The way James Baldwin describes his experience in America at that time and the reason he fled to France is the feeling that women and girls are experiencing in America and all over the world. Where are we safe? A country led by a racist is one thing, but to be led by someone known to be a brutal rapist and a child molester is so much worse. Where are we safe? To hate me because of my color is one thing, but to brutalize women and children preying on vulnerability for pleasure and profit is worse. Where are we safe? But this isn't new to America. Black women and girls have been raped, beaten, and mutilated by white men since the inception of this country. White women sat around and watched until it started happening to them. And fast forward to today, Black men let it happen because they've reached a proximity to white phallic power that allows them, emphasis on allows them, to now participate. Where are we safe? If the hierarchy starts with white men, and these white men who were once just labeled racist, they hated because of the color of my skin, we are now openly being shown that not just in America, but as close as Prince Andrew and the throne of England, people in these high power positions are brutal rapists and child molesters. So it's not just a black woman's issue anymore. During the times of slavery and civil rights and the times where racism was the given problem, it was a black woman's issue. It was a black mother's issue to ensure the safety of her body and the safety of the innocence of her children. And at that time, when racism was the major issue, the black man was the one protecting the black woman and black children. It was his issue. It was his responsibility. But now that black men have grown in power and have gone up the hierarchy a bit, and now they have proximity to white phallic power, the white men are now allowing them to participate. So now racism isn't just the issue for black women and black children. The issue is now, where are we safe? And this is not just a black woman's issue anymore, a black mother's issue anymore. The women who are coming out as survivors of Epstein, as survivors of Donald Trump, they are white women. So now this is a women's and children's issue. But white women aren't used to fighting on behalf of black women. They are speaking up now as survivors and sharing their story because they realize that they deserve justice. But is it not for black women to know justice? When we were being brutalized and we were being raped, when your husbands would leave your bedsides and go to the slave quarters, and these children were being born of light skin to black women, and some of them light enough to come into your household and be your help, it wasn't your issue then. And we still have not received justice for what we have experienced at the hands of white men, white women, the master. And just as recently, the United States has voted that slavery was not the worst thing that happened in the world, because there are worse things happening in this world right now than slavery. Slavery never ended. There are still women in bondage. There are still children in bondage. We are watching and allowing these systems to operate right in front of us. And what do we do about it? Black women, we're focused on survival, as we always have been. Hence, I am here because someone decided that through the brutality, through the enslavement, not just for labor, but the physical enslavement of having to give your body to someone who only desires to brutalize you. Someone chose to survive that. Someone said, I refuse to let this be the end of me. And here I am, a black woman that is existing because another black woman chose to exist. She chose that even though these things are happening in the world, even though these things have happened to me, I still choose life. So black women are still choosing life. We are still bearing life. We are still having children, so much so that they want to stop black women from having children and force white women to have children because black women are used to choosing life. It's in our DNA to do so. But now that white women are seeing, not only have you been a part of the problem is now being perpetuated in your own households against you. Now there is this whole conversation around what black women and black children have been experiencing in America since its inception. So my question again to all women is, where are we safe? To all men, where are we safe? Are women safe around you? Are children safe around you? Or is your proximity to white power, to accessing power that is gatekept by white men, is that more important to you than being a safe space, being a protector of women and children?